Welcome back to another video. In this video we shall be studying about the importance of organizing. This is in your syllabus and I'll be discussing 10 points. Now in many different books you will find more than 10 points, but that's not an issue. Ultimately you don't have to write all these things in the answer paper. All you have to do is understand the concept of it, and then you will be able to attempt the MCQ papers. So for that purpose we shall discuss 10 points only, limit ourselves to 10 points, but at the same time I'll do a lot of MCQs with you. I will solve I'll send a lot of MCQ questions to you right after the chapter is over. So in that way whatever is left out will be covered in those classes or in those MCQs, so you do not have to worry much about it. So saying that, let us begin with importance of organizing. I hope you remember what we discussed in the last class. If not, then please watch that video which is there, and then follow with it. Okay, so let's begin with importance. Let's talk about the first importance of organizing. কেন organizing important একটা ম্যানেজমেন্টে বা একটা অর্গানাইজেশনে অর্গানাইজিংটা কেন ইম্পর্টেন্ট? Well, it is important because it is the basic tool of management. I'm just writing management in shortcut. Why is it called the basic tool of management? Because of organizing, the management is able to segregate ওয়ার্কটাকে সেগ্রিগেট করার পরে মানুষদেরকে অ্যালট করা হচ্ছে to carry out that work. তো সোজা কথা বলতে গেলে this is the basic tool. Why? Because it actually helps the management to control the whole work process. So why is it called the basic tool? Because it helps to control. It helps in directing. And it helps in coordination. Since it helps in all these three, that's why it is the basic tool of management. মানে সোজা কথা বলতে গেলে, imagine a human body. It's like if there is no blood, the human body will not survive. If there is no respiration that is going on, the human body will not survive. Similarly, organizing is also almost like the lifeblood or the respiration process of the whole organization. That is what it helps to control, coordinate, and direct different things. Secondly, organizing is important because it is considered as the backbone or foundation of business. Now, why is it called the backbone or the foundation of the business? We have to understand this, okay? Because of organizing, what happens? Organizing actually gives a clear idea of what the work is. It gives a clear idea who should do what work, assigns authority and responsibility. And just because it helps in doing all these things, we find that there is efficiency in the work. So simply speaking, যদি organizing না থাকতো, in that case no one would have known what work is to be done. There would have been complete chaos. No one knows who has what authority and what responsibility. In that work it would have affected the efficiency of the work. Okay, so just because it is there it is actually considered as the foundation. কারণ কি কোনো একটা বিজনেস চালাতে গেলে you need the works to be done properly and efficiently. What gives you or what ensures you to do that? It's organizing. Let us look at the next importance. Equal distribution of authority and responsibility. Now এটা একদম ভাববে না যে সবাইকে সেম অথরিটি দেওয়া হচ্ছে. Will you expect the guard of the factory having the same power as the manager of the factory? No, not at all. Do you think that the guard who is standing at the gate has the same responsibility as that of the manager? Absolutely not. Then what does it mean by equal distribution? Now it means, first of all, it does not mean that every person will have same authority and responsibility, but what it means is যাকে যেই পরিমাণে অথরিটি দেওয়া হয়েছে ওটা রেসপেক্টে সিমিলার পরিমাণে রেসপন্সিবিলিটিও দেওয়া হবে. Okay, what it means is if you have a certain responsibility you will be given the authority to carry out that particular work. That is what it means by equal distribution of authority and responsibility. It is not that every person will be same in power and responsible similarly. No, it says that okay, if you are given this particular task, to carry out this particular task whatever authority you need would be given to you. So parity ragbe between authority and responsibility. And what it does is it actually accelerates the functioning of the business. কেউ কারোর দিকে তাকিয়ে থাকে না এটার অথরিটি পাওয়ার জন্য, because if the work is given to him the authority is given. It actually smooths out the proper functioning. Okay, let's look at the next one. Next importance is there is establishment of coordination and discipline. Okay, কেন এটা হয়? First of all, everybody knows what work is to be done and everybody knows who is responsible for what, so there is no point of chaos. In fact, work is divided in such a way that okay, if this particular group completes it the next group will take it and ekdom systematically kore arrange kora thake. So this actually provides a proper coordination to the whole functioning of the business. Okay, in that case there is peace, there is discipline, there is no chaos, there is absence of chaos. This actually establishes particular order of performance, and just because of it there is proper coordination and discipline in the workplace. Okay, this is what organizing actually ensures, that there would be coordination and discipline, and that's why it's an important matter that we have discussed. Next, utilization of resources. Okay, now organizing ensures that there are proper planning for resources. Now basically there are two kinds of resources in an organization. What are those? They are human resource and non-human resource. Now human resource is supposed to be using non-human resources. Okay, so who will use what resource? কে ডিসাইড করবে, কোন জায়গায় ডিসাইড করা হবে? It's because of organizing that this particular planning is done, that okay, this amount of non-human resources would be allocated to this many human resources and they are going to control it. So basically under organizing, it is also decided, okay, work is given, fine, now you will be using that computer, you will be using that raw material, you will be using that. So everything is predefined, and that actually leads to proper and efficient utilization of resources. So this is actually ensured by organizing. Let's look at the next one. It helps in formation of balanced business. What does it mean by balanced business? It means that every department gets equal attention and equal coordination at different levels. মানে এমন থাকবে না যে ওকে ফিনান্স ডিপার্টমেন্ট ইজ ডুইং ভেরি গুড অ্যান্ড দেন the administrative department is ignored. If there is development of skill, everybody will be developing that. If there is a proper attention given to a particular department, all other departments would be getting equal attention. If there is strong business structure in one department, it will be there in the other department. So generally it avoids ignorance of different departments. It actually ensures that every particular department excels equally. তো যদি আমার বিজনেসে প্রত্যেকটা ডিপার্টমেন্ট সিমিলার ভাবে গ্রো করতে থাকে বা সেই এক্সপার্টিস লেভেলে পৌঁছাতে থাকে, it will ensure that my business is growing in a balanced manner and is very important for success. আমার যদি বিজনেস ডিসব্যালেন্সড ওয়েতে গ্রো করে, at a certain point of time few of my departments will actually become a burden for me and it will actually stop, it will actually inhibit the business to grow further. So it is very important that the business would be balanced, and this is ensured by organizing. Let's go to the next one. Because of organizing, there are advantages of division of labor and specialization. Now what does it mean? See, if a work is divided into or subdivided into different works, each work is performed by a particular person, okay, or particular group of persons. Now doesn't mean যে আজকে যদি ওকে এই কাজটা দেওয়া হয় পরের দিন ওকে অন্য একটা কাজ দিয়ে দেবে. No, organizing ensures that okay, since you are qualified to do this job, you will keep doing this job. Since you are qualified to do that job, you are going to keep doing that job. ওকে, সো যখন আমার কাজগুলোকে ডিভাইড করা হয়, টোটাল ওয়ার্কফোর্সটাকেও কিন্তু আমার ডিভাইড করে সেই ওয়ার্কে লাগানো হয়, ওকে, অ্যান্ড ইচ পারসন ইজ ডুইং এ পার্টিকুলার জব ওভার অ্যান্ড ওভার অ্যান্ড ওভার এগেইন। আর যখন একটা কাজকে বারবার বারবার করছে, অবশ্যই তার এফিসিয়েন্সি অনেক হাই হয়ে যায়। দ্যাট পারসন বিকামস স্পেশালাইজড ইন দ্যাট পার্টিকুলার ওয়ার্ক। Okay, so when there is a division of labor, when there is a division of work, it ultimately leads to specialization of the labor. Okay, আর যখন স্পেশালাইজেশন হচ্ছে, then of course they are becoming efficient, so কম টাইমে বেশি কাজ করছে, and it is of course reflected in the profitability of the company. Next point that we shall discuss why organizing is important is because it helps in the expansion of business. Now, how does organizing help an business or a business to expand? Now, let me write it down. Now, this is organizing. Okay. One way it helps is it improves efficiency. Now, when it যখন efficiency improve হয় তার ফলে কি হয়? Greater output, বেশি প্রোডাকশন হচ্ছে কম টাইমে। ওকে, সো অর্গানাইজিং কি করে? এফিসিয়েন্সি ইমপ্রুভ করে। এফিসিয়েন্সি ইমপ্রুভ করা মানে কি? বেশি আউটপুট হচ্ছে। আমার যদি বেশি আউটপুট হয় কম টাইমে, তার মানে আমি বেশি মার্কেটে প্রোডাক্ট পাঠাতে পারছি সেল করার জন্য। সো দেয়ার ইজ গ্রেটার প্রফিট, গ্রেটার সেলস, বেশি সেল হলে তো বেশি প্রফিট হবেই। ওকে, নাও ইফ দেয়ার ইজ greater profit, বেশি প্রফিট হলে কি হয়? There is a chance, which I will write it, scope for expansion. So generally আমরা এখানে কি দেখছি? Organizing leads to efficiency, efficiency leads to greater output, greater output leads to greater profit, and because there is greater profit, there is also a scope for expansion. Okay, there is another way in which organizing helps in the scope of expansion. How? There is division of work. Division of work এর পরে স্পেশালাইজেশন আসছে। স্পেশালাইজেশন আসলে কি হচ্ছে? ইভেন এমপ্লয়িজ আর হ্যাপি। এমপ্লয়িজ আর হ্যাপি, আর এমপ্লয় হ্যাপি থাকলে ওরা জি জান দিয়ে কাজ করার চেষ্টা করবে। ওকে, they will be committed to the company. If they are committed to the company, it will help in the expansion. ঠিক আছে, so both the factors are taken care of, employee motivation side as well as profitability side. Happy employee, greater profit, and then of course it will allow the business to expand. Okay, so this is how organizing actually helps in expansion of business. Next one would be organizing actually establishes relationship. How does it establish relationship? Now see, it does it in 3 ways. What are the 3 ways? First, it establishes relationship between work and workers. কে কোন কাজটা করবে, কে কোথায় পোস্টেড থাকবে, কোন ডিপার্টমেন্টে থাকবে, this is all decided by organizing. Okay, so this establishes a relationship between work and workers. Next, it establishes relationship between management and employees. How? Who is going to be responsible to whom? কে কার আন্ডারে কাজ করবে পুরোটাই ডিসাইড করা হয় কিসের মাধ্যমে? অর্গানাইজিং এর মাধ্যমে। And because it is decided under organizing, that's why we can safely say that management আর এমপ্লয়ের মধ্যে রিলেশনশিপটা কিন্তু অর্গানাইজিংই তৈরি করছে। And lastly, between employee and employees, মানে কি? কে কার কলিগ, কিভাবে একে অপরের সাথে বসে মিশে কাজ করবে, দ্যাট ইজ অল ডিসাইডেড বাই অর্গানাইজিং। ওকে, ইনফ্যাক্ট তোমরা যে কোন ক্লাসে হবে দ্যাট ইজ ডিসাইডেড বিফোরহ্যান্ড বাই দ্য কলেজ অথরিটিস। How did they decide? They did it by organizing. Okay, and it is because of that particular fact that you are sharing the same class. Okay, Hope this was understandable. Let's go to the last point. Organizing helps in the improvement of communication. Okay, how does it help in the improvement of communication? Now see, communication can be two ways, formal and informal. যখন আমার প্রপার অর্গানাইজিং করা হয় তখন ফর্মাল ডিসকাশন করার জন্য পুরো ডিসাইড করে নেওয়া হয় কিভাবে কি হবে। এই যে ডিসকাশনগুলো হবে, কে কার থেকে ডাইরেকশনস পাবে, কে কার থেকে বিভিন্ন অর্ডার পাবে, সেটা কিন্তু ডিসাইড করে কে? অর্গানাইজিং। So you see, organizing actually helps in the establishment or improvement of communication. And in fact, যখন একটা পার্টিকুলার গ্রুপকে ডিসাইড করে দেওয়া হয়, দেন এই পার্টিকুলার গ্রুপের মধ্যেও বিভিন্ন ফ্রেন্ডশিপস অ্যারাইজ করে, which helps in the creation of informal communication. Okay, so তার ফলে কি হয়, if you see organizing, it is actually responsible for creating the channel of formal communication as well as responsible for informal communications too. Okay, আর যখন প্রপারলি সব কিছু ডিসাইডেড থাকে, সেই ইনফরমেশন, ফর্মাল ইনফরমেশনগুলো ফ্লো করতেও বেশি দেরি হয় না, ভেরি স্মুথ ইট পাসেস অন, বিকজ এভরিথিং ইজ ডিসাইডেড। কে কার কাছ থেকে ইনফরমেশন পাবে, ইটস এভরিথিং ইজ ডিসাইডেড। ইনফ্যাক্ট ইনফর্মালেও it helps a lot because people are put together in a group, they are sharing a particular relationship, they know with whom to talk, what কার কাছে কি শেয়ার করতে পারবে, কে কোন জায়গায় কি হেল্প করতে পারবে, they have proper idea. And all these things are why is it possible? Because organizing কিন্তু সেটা ডিসাইড করে দিয়েছে। Okay, so this is where we end our discussion on importance of organizing.